Shall we please welcome him to the podium through a round of applause?
Your Majesty, King Mswati III, Your Excellency, Mr. Henry Angelina, President of the Republic of Madagascar, and incoming chairperson of SADC. Your Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, Honorable Dr. Asata, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Madagascar, and Chairperson of SADC Council of Ministers, Honorable Professor Moreira, Minister of Foreign Affairs, International Trade of the Republic of Zimbabwe, and our outgoing Chairperson of the SADC Council of Ministers. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, I am honored to address the 45th Ordinary Summit of SADC Heads of State and Government. Graciously convene the honored esteemed leadership of my dear brother, His Excellency Angelina, President of the Republic of Madagascar, and incoming chairperson of SADC. May I express my profound gratitude to you, Your Excellency, and to you, the government and people of the Republic of Madagascar, for the warm hospitality extended me and my delegation since my arrival here. Our presence here attests to the enduring solidarity that unites us in our quest for a peaceful, inclusive, modern and industrialized region where citizens enjoy sustainable economic development, justice and freedom. Your Majesty, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this year we lost one of our founding fathers, a revolutionary, His Excellency Dr. Samuel Muyoma, former President of the Republic of India. We also lost a revered statesman, His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chabalungu, former President of the Republic of Zambia. May their enduring legacy bring solace and inspiration to their families and the SADC region. May their souls continue to rest in peace. It is my pleasure to welcome Her Excellency Dr. Nandi Ndaitwah, who is joining our summit as the head of state and government of our sister Republic of Namibia. Welcome. I am confident that her astute leadership and experience will provide valuable insights in shaping the strategic direction of our regional organization. Your Majesty, Your Excellencies, this event marks the end of Zimbabwe's chairmanship. On behalf of the people of government, I express our gratitude to you, my brothers and sisters, the African Commission and United Nations and international cooperating partners for the partnership and support rendered my government during the past year. It has truly been a privilege to serve our region and work with you all. I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to SADC Executive Secretary, His Excellency Mr. Magosi, and his team for their dedication to the achievement of our shared objectives in the region. The midpoint of our regional blueprint, the regional indicative strategic plan, comes at a time when the world is witnessing unprecedented geostrategic tensions and global economic policy uncertainties. We express gratitude the Executive Secretary for his report on the performance of our region over the past 5 years, which shows areas where we have laid a firm foundation advancing our vision as a region. But also highlights the unprecedented threats facing our region. The most important suggests areas that require our introspection. The mid-term review, which is underway, must be leveraged for this theme. Events of the SADC Industrialization Week are now an annual occurrence, and platforms facilitate environments for networking towards enhanced industrialization, trade, and investment. Regrettably, our exports continue to be driven by primary products, and intra-regional trade remains far less than our business with other regions. Our prosperity is inevitably tied to the success of our neighbors and that of our region as a whole and the continent. My dear Excellency, our efforts towards food and nutrition security and development of our agro-based value chains born mixed results due to adverse climate events. We should not deter and instead step up investment in innovative strategies for climate change adaptation, mitigation and resilience. I applaud our incoming chairperson, His Excellency Rangelina, for the timely theme of the court, advancing industrialization, agricultural transformation, and energy transition for a resilient SADC and of These rallies us to accelerate our efforts towards an industrialized, resilient region where citizens have food and nutrition security, as well as energy self-sufficiency. I am encouraged by the progress we have made in the stewardship of our shared natural resources. The SADC Trans-Frontier Conservation Area, the National Conference Summit, was held in Harare this May. Gathering provided us with an opportunity to reaffirm our combined commitment to the sustainable utilization of God-given resources for the benefit of our local communities. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the integration we envisage heavily depends on our ability to develop infrastructure which facilitates the free movement of our people, capital, goods and services across our borders. Major milestones have been recorded in implementing high-impact regional infrastructure projects. However, development of strategic corridors, one-stop border posts, and digital infrastructure must remain top priority in our region. The full potential of our regional bloc has regrettably been largely inhibited by budgetary constraints. It is important, apparently, that our SADC region agent comes up with inventive and sustainable sources of funding. In this regard, let us not shy away from tapping into partnerships with the private sector, our diaspora, and other non-traditional sources. The SADC Regional Development Fund is a low-hanging fruit, which, when operationalized, will provide alternative financing for critical infrastructure projects. I'm pleased to report that Zimbabwe has ratified the protocol. However, the number of applications remains far below the threshold required. The need to expedite internal processes on this matter within our respective jurisdictions is essential to drive progress. Our region remains high alert with regard to public health emergencies. Successes and gains in the fight against malaria, tuberculosis, HIV/AIDS should be safeguarded. Financing gap created by the change in policy by some of our partners must be closed. We also need to enhance the representation of women, the youth, and persons with disabilities in all socioeconomic and political endeavors in our region. Your Majesty, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, collectively, we realize success in developing institutions that underpin democracy and good governance. Together with His Excellency Advocate Boko, President of the Republic of Botswana, we commissioned the construction of our regional logistics depot in Botswana. The facility plays an important role in enhancing our preparedness and response to conflict and humanitarian emergencies. We remain grateful to the government people of the Republic of Botswana for supporting this project. Member states are urged to equally provide requisite funding to ensure the timely completion of this critical infrastructure. The peace and stability prevailing in our region is worth applauding as reflective of our joint obligation to silencing guns. I commend our outgoing chairperson of the organ, Excellency Dr. Samir Hassan, and organ Troika member states for their gallant work over the past year for the realization of durable peace and security in our region. We have remained steadfast in our commitment to ensuring peace to the eastern parts of the DRC. We appointed 5 former heads of state to facilitate inclusive dialogue, build trust, and peace-building initiatives. We welcome the outcome of the joint SADC Summit held earlier this week, and the African-led peace process, which reinforced our philosophy of African solutions to African problems. The peace agreements brokered by the USA and Qatar are welcome and complement our African-led processes towards peace, stability, and development in Eastern DRC. Majesty, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends. As the SADC region, we firmly believe in the cardinal principles of the United Nations Charter with regards to sovereignty, equality, and territorial integrity of nations being sacrosanct. Unilateralism and cohesion, among other inexcusable violations of international law, cannot be allowed to become the norm within the Committee of Nations. The future well-being, development, and the higher quality of life of all our peoples, particularly us in Africa and the global South, should depend on just, inclusive, and the rules-based multilateral system. For the good of both present and the future generations, us, the current crop of leaders, have a duty to defend and continuously improve the national order with us by our predecessors. That spirit, allow me to express to you, our brothers and sisters of SADC Africa, for resolutely standing with Zimbabwe in our cause for the unconditional removal of evil sanctions imposed on us, Zimbabwe, by some Western countries. These are indeed a hindrance to the prosperity of the entire SADC region. Zimbabwe remains open and ready to engage and re-engage with all progressive members of the international community. Finally, my dear brothers and sisters, Your Majesty, Your Excellency, as I hand over the mantle to my dear brother, His Excellency Rajulina, my young brother, I would like to wish him, my dear young brother, every success in the discharge of your responsibilities. I also wish you, Your Excellency, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, success in the execution of your important mandate. I'm confident your leadership towards advancing our regional integration agenda. I'm confident that the region will lend you, Excellency, President Rajulina, the same level of cooperation support as we enjoy it. We all have the solemn duty to build a stronger and more prosperous SADC. SADC shall only be built by ourselves and no one else. I thank you all for your kind attention. I wish us all fruitful deliberations. Long live SADC. Long live our unity. Long live solidarity. I thank you. Merci beaucoup. Obrigado, Asante San.
Thank you, Your Excellency, President Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa. Your Excellency, we will kindly request you to remain on the podium because we will now be handing over the chairship from the Republic of Zimbabwe to the Republic of Madagascar.
À présent, nous demandons respectueusement son Excellence, Monsieur le Président de la République de Madagascar, de bien vouloir rejoindre son Excellence, Monsieur le Président de la République de Zimbabwe pour la cérémonie de passation de la présidence de la SADC.
Handover ceremony for the chairmanship of the SADC.
We're now going to place the handover ceremony whereby His Excellency Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa will present the chairperson's badge to the new SADC chairperson, His Excellency President Radjoelina.
Le nouveau président est solennellement décoré de l'insigne de la présidence et recevra le maillage ainsi que la plaque nominative du président, symbole de l'assomption officielle de ses fonctions à la tête de la SADC.
I'm sure the chairperson was confirming the pin is actually inscribed with the name of the chairperson, and the next two of operational tools to be handed to the chair will be the gavel, His Excellency Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa is just pinning the new chairperson of SADC, President Radjoelina, the chairperson's pin, and he will now be handed the gavel and the SADC flag to symbolize that he's now transferred the chair from the Republic of Zimbabwe to the Republic of Madagascar. The Republic of Madagascar. As the chairperson, we will always sit behind the SADC when he's representing SADC at meetings.